Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the law of attraction. The question today is from Deborah. Her question is about Wayne Dyer and Jerry Hicks. Let me read the question out to you. She says, with respect, I would like to ask a question about death. If we can manifest whatever we desire and most people don't want to die, then why can't they manifest healing or escape from death? Not even Jerry or Wayne Dyer could escape their death. And I know both wanted to live. Respectfully, can you explain that? So here's the thing, Deborah. It's an amazing question. And it's going to take us in to many places, which I am really excited about. But before I get started with the answer, let me just do a short introduction for those of you who are new here. Hi, I'm Zara. I write the blog ZMAHOON.com, and I'm the author of 12 books on the subject of law of attraction. I like answering questions that will help people apply law of attraction in practical ways to their lives. So if you have a question, you can leave it down below, or you can send me an email through my website, ZMAHOON.com. Also, if you would like to work with me, the best way to start is to join the 40-day Law of Attraction workout, which is based on the book Unlimited, and I teach that workout every day on Facebook. So you can grab the workbook from the description below and come and join us. We'll have a lot of fun together. We do the workout every 42 days. So let's get into the answer for Deborah. I remember that when Jerry Hicks made his transition, that a lot of people asked this question, and not so much for Wayne Dyer. So let's take it apart. First of all, Deborah, not everyone wants to live forever, and certainly Jerry Hicks had already declared his intention. Wayne Dyer as well. You see, Wayne Dyer had lived a long and really, really beautiful life. I guess beautiful is the only word that makes sense, at least to me. Accomplished a lot, had a huge impact on people. And the easiest way for me to explain why both these powerful men they made a choice to make their transition. The easiest way for me to explain that is to say that there was no more contrast in their lives. You see, when there's no contrast, when you're not reaching for anything, when you've been there, done that with every possible thing in life, then life holds no charm. It's like, a child who is working with those big Lego blocks. Then they go to the intermediate Lego blocks, and then finally they get to the tiny little pieces of Lego blocks. And then, like I'm talking about my son, they move through all the different Lego boxes available out there. They run out. And now they're done with Lego. Lego is no more interesting. In the same manner, these two powerful men, Jerry Hicks and Wayne Dyer, they started learning about the law of attraction, why life works the way it does, why do people get the results that they get, and they took it upon themselves. They made it their life purpose to help people who were looking for answers. And in that process, they improved their lives. They improved their lives so many times over. I mean, look at Wayne Dyer, his journey, beautiful journey, from being an alcoholic, smoking, to giving all of that up, having a tenured job and then giving that up and striking it out on his own. Problems with his ex-wife, then children from his first marriage, his daughter who was an addict. Then he had a heart attack. I remember when that happened. And then he got cancer. and was scared by I forget the name of the John of God or something like that. So you see, he had a lot of contrast in his life. But by the time he got to the end, and certainly if you look at the video of the interview Hay House did between Abraham and Jerry, Abraham Hicks and Dr. Wayne Dyer, you see that Wayne Dyer had arrived at a place of just so much love. He was totally at the top of the emotional scale. But he had been there, done that. It was over. There wasn't anything new to do. And so he was ready. He was totally ready to make his transition. Nobody wants to live forever, because if you live beyond contrast in life, there's no contrast in life, then you become a vegetable. And neither one of these two men wanted to be that. We see a lot of that. There are so many people who are afflicted with dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that. For them, life is not interesting anymore, but they're not ready to make their transition because, for the most part, they're afraid of what they will find on the other side. And they are also thinking that they have an obligation to stay physical, because if they make their transition, then they will leave behind people who will suffer because of them having left. And they are such lovers that they can't bear the thought of doing that to their loved ones. In the case of Wayne Dyer and Jerry Hicks, both of them knew better. First of all, both of them knew that there is no death. Secondly, they knew that those people that they were leaving behind were totally capable of managing on their own. And they knew that there was nothing new to want, that it was boring, in fact, because they had got to a place of being so powerful as a manifester that they could ask and receive right away. Ask and it is received. Ask and it is received. Ask and it is received. And so when life becomes devoid of contrast, it's not fun anymore, because the whole reason for birthing into this physical plane is to experience contrast and to give birth to desires. And when you've already given birth to millions of desires and manifested all of them, there's nothing new to want. Then the joy in living life is gone. So Jerry Hicks chose cancer because it gave him 2 years, just short of 2 years. 2 years to put into place all the things that he needed to put into place to make sure that his loved ones were cared for. It gave him the time to help Esther to become used to the fact that he was not going to be there with her. It gave, instead of being a shock, it came slowly. And even though when it actually happened, it was a huge thing, but she had got used to the idea, and things were already put into place to make sure that she was comfortable in so many ways. Of course, she cannot replace Jerry, but her comfort was taken care of. They had time to discuss, to arrive at decisions, to share with each other. And as far as Wayne Dyer, after he was cured of cancer, there was nothing more for him to manifest. He had manifested life, and he had never been afraid of death. That fear had left him a long time ago, because he understood that there is no death. He had taken care of everything and then some. His family, his children were taken care of. His wife was taken care of. He had written all the books that he was ever going to write. And he was done. He was done. There was nothing more to want. And so both these people made a conscious choice. They were done with life. That was their conscious choice. And then their inner being made it possible for them to transition in a way that was not painful, was relatively quick, and they had the satisfaction of knowing that everything, all their affairs in this worldly plane, the earth realm, were taken care of. And so, Deborah, I am going to say to you, nobody wants to live forever. Everybody just wants a good life. Because from the soul part of our being, we understand that there really is no death. There are just unlimited opportunities for enjoying new lifetimes, giving birth to new desires, and experiencing the earth realm in totally different ways. So, Deborah, in the end, what I want to say to you is nobody wants to play forever. It's not about escaping death. You say in your note, not even Jerry or Wayne Dyer could escape their death. It's not about escaping death, because death is confirmed the minute you take birth. The minute you are birthed, it is confirmed that you're not going to live forever. Nobody wants to live forever because it's so much more fun to come back in a fresh new body and play again and give birth to new contrast and learn new things. Because in every era where you birth, so much has changed. Cultures have changed, religions have changed, technology has changed. You come in with a new family, new parents. That in itself gives rise to new desires. So, humans, we are always looking for new. And when we make our transition into that, we are also looking for new. Death is not something horrible. Death, in fact, is a fabulous experience. I've heard Abraham say that if you knew how precious, how wonderful death is, that feeling of transition is, you would not give that as a punishment to your worst criminals. And that is because when you make your transition, you become one with everything that you have put in your vortex. Because now your vortex, everything that you've put in your vortex, the cars, the houses, the lottery winnings, all of that is non-physical. And now you are also non-physical. So you become a part of your own vortex and you manifest everything that you have put in there. You relinquish all feelings of doubt, all hurt, all blame, guilt, anything that ever felt bad is gone, and all you feel is love and joy. That is a very good place to be. That is a place that all of us who are on the earthly plane gravitate towards. We spend our life looking for that. And that gift comes to us as part of making our transition. So, Deborah, I hope that this response helps you to understand not just why Jerry or Wayne Dyer made their transition, but to just understand the whole process of transitioning and the beauty of it all. There's no fear about making your transition. It's all part of this game that we came here to play, and it is all good and it is all fun. So, Deborah, I hope that this answers your powerful question. And thank you again for submitting a question. If you want to continue talking about this topic, I am more than happy to play with you. And for those of you who are here watching this, whether on replay or live, thank you for joining me. And please, before you leave me a comment, because I really enjoy reading all the comments that are posted on my videos. And if you would like to join me on Facebook, my Facebook group is called Unlimited Life. I would love to play with you there. In the meantime, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.